everybody. Welcome to the JCA, the Jamaican Canadian Association's 21st Boonoonoonos brunch. Oh, Lords, I love the word Boonoonoonos. It means lovely, pretty, beautiful, light. It means happiness. It means everything. And we're celebrating today JCA's Boonoonoonos brunch. By the way, you know you're a Jamaican if you have a whatnot in your house. If you don't know what that is, ask somebody. When you use white rum to sop up your head, when you have rice and peas and chicken on Sunday, and when you're afraid of duppy at night time, when you screw up your face if you're vexed, and when you have sweet potato pudding or cassava pone as dessert. All those things would have had at the brunch, you know. The rice and peas and the stewed chicken and the fried dumpling and the ackee and saltfish. You're going to have to pretend that's what is there, because we're doing this virtually till we meet again in person. But now I ask you all to put your hands together in praise as we have J Harmony performing the Canadian and Jamaican anthems. She's a singer-songwriter. She performs jazz, reggae, and R&B. Welcome, J Harmony. Amazing performance. And now the Jamaican anthem.
Eternal Father, bless our land, guard us with thy mighty hand, keep us free from evil powers, be our light, countless hours, to our leaders, great defenders, grant your wisdom from above, justice, truth, are forever the land we love. Jamaica, Jamaica, land we love. respect for all. Stir response to youth is gone. Strengthen us through each today. Give us wisdom so we perish. Knowledge sent us, Heavenly Father, grant true wisdom from above. Justice to the art forever, Jamaica land we love. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica land we love. We love.
Thank you, Jay Harmony. And now we're going to hear from the president of the JCA, Adoma Patterson.
Good afternoon, everyone. Blessings, Sandy. Looking forward to a Boonoonoonos time.
Oh, I'm looking forward myself.
Yes, wonderful. So we begin this afternoon's event with a land acknowledgement to reflect and remember our First Nations people. The Jamaican Canadian Association acknowledges the land we are meeting on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. What a year it has been since our last Boonoonoonos event. Who would have thought that it would have been our second last in-person event? At that event, we celebrated the life and impact of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, a Pan-Africanist and fighter for the economic and social rights of Black people. This year, I am so proud that despite not having the brunch, we are still able to come together for the 21st Boonoonoonos event. And did you know that it was Sandra Whiting, our MC, who named the event 21 years ago? Kudos to the organizing committee for the work you have done. I can feel the excitement and I am so excited. This year's celebration is different, not only because of COVID, but also because the magnifying glass that has been shining a light on anti-Black racism. Black History Month has taken on increased significance. Our theme, the Black family, representation, identity, and diversity, speaks to the trials, triumph, pain, truth-telling that we have experienced over the past year. Despite our diversity, and whether we identify as Jamaican, Caribbean, Black, or African, we are part of the same family. All of us felt it in our soul, the brutal murder of George Floyd. All of us understand and know the truth of Martin Luther King's words, justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We celebrate the people who fought for us to be recognized as equal citizens in Canada, from Viola Desmond to Bromley Armstrong, Dudley Laws, Eva Smith, Roy Williams, and the Honorable Jean Augustine, who pushed for Black History Month to be officially recognized in Canada. We remember their struggle and doors they opened so that all of us can and must continue the fight and journey for full freedom in Canada. This afternoon, we recognize 3 community leaders who in their own right have paved the way and represent the best of who we are. Dr. Upton Allen, Letna Allen Rowe OD, and the late Denise Jones. Thank you for your service and commitment to advancing the cause of our people. And now I wish you a wonderful afternoon and a Boonoonoonos time. Blessings to you.
And now, please welcome Jamaica's High Commissioner to Canada, Sharon Miller.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Hearing you spoke earlier about what this is and what we would have had this afternoon has just left me at a place where, home, so good. But I, I must first of all do the formalities and acknowledge the president and all who are attending this afternoon. I bring you a warm welcome from Jamaica, even while I'm here in Ottawa. I also want to congratulate the Jamaican Canadian Association on this creative approach, which ensures that we can all gather this afternoon for the Boonoonoonos 21st anniversary celebrations. I am happy that this event, which acknowledges and celebrates our excellence during Black History Month, was not allowed to yield to the challenges of our time, no matter what those may be. In fact, despite these challenges, or because of them, technologically driven innovations have allowed us to remain connected and have even strengthened our ability to maintain contact, as well as amplify our voices. JCA must be commended for taking advantage of this new way of connecting, and to good effect, if I may say so. Celebrating our achievements and our place in the world is needed to ensure that present and future generations have a platform from which to work, a model to emulate, and a history to be proud of. The focus of this year's celebrations, the Black family, its representation, identity, and diversity, comes at a crucial time when the Black consciousness movement, fueled by the impact of events in 2020, has given us another opportunity to reinvent the spaces and places inhabited by peoples of African descent worldwide. How better to ensure that this opening is not lost than to focus on the most important element in our lives, the Black family, centering on who we are, where we are, how do we spend the time we are given, and what legacy will we leave behind. Considering the above, I believe that the JCA is on point in choosing the awardees this afternoon rather. I'm pleased to join in celebrating them. Undoubtedly, their accomplishments are measured not only by their achievements, but by recognition that personal success is not an end in itself, but must be used to further the growth and development of succeeding generations. I recognize also today's performers, who will no doubt continue the tradition of having awardees leave the event with a smile, acknowledging that this was a time well spent. A Boonoonoonos afternoon to you all. Keep safe until we are able to meet in person. Thank you.
Commissioner. And now we invite someone who has come, I believe, to every one of the brunches, the Member of Parliament for Humber River Black Creek, Miss Judy Schroe.
So to all of my friends at the Jamaican Canadian Association, I want to let you know how much I miss you, especially now that we're celebrating Black History Month and the annual Boonoos celebration that is always so much fun. It's been a tough year, not having any gatherings, which is a big important part of everything that the Jamaican Canadian Association does. I know we'd all love to be together, and I would love to be there with all of you. I certainly miss all of you, Adoma, the JCA team, and so on. But we're gathering at an important time of the year as we celebrate Black History Month, an opportunity to recognize the great achievements and celebrations of the Black community and all that they do to help build our great country and to build our nation and to continue to grow with their families. So I want to wish everyone who sees this video all the very best. Enjoy the celebrations in limited areas now, but there's better times to come. Vaccinations will soon be rolling out, and we'll soon be able to get together again. So in the meantime, be safe, stay well, follow all of the public health measures. Don't forget to wash your hands again and again and again, and wear your mask, and just keep your distance. And we'll all get through this. And next year, we'll have twice as big a celebration of Black History Month.
Thank you. Judy got half the Boonoonoonos right, but she tried. Some people just call it Boo Bunch because them say them can't say Boonoonoonos. I love that word. Did I say that already? I love that word. By the way, it's Sunday. So some of you dress up in your pretty Sunday dress and your dandan because it's Sunday. And even though we're watching thing, I hope you did decide to put on a little bit of like a makeup and a little pretty Sunday dress. Now we're going to have for you a performer who has performed R&B, blues, jazz, gospel. She hails from Ajax, Ontario. Welcome, Mel C. Mel C.
There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. There is a spirit who brings fire, ignites a candle, and makes his home. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the hopeless, confused and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. Frustrated brother, see how he's lied to, light his own candle some other way. See now your sister, she's been robbed and lied to, still holds a candle without a flame. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the lonely, the tired and worn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. We are a family whose hearts are blazing. So let's raise our candles and light up the sky. Bring to our Father in the name of Jesus. Make us a beacon in darkest times. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the helpless, deceived and poor. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light your world. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the hopeless, confused and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world.
Hello, everyone. This is Mel C representing JCA for the Boonoonoonos Brunch. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you, Mel C. And you know, she mentioned representing JCA. I hope all of you out there have already decided to make a donation to the JCA. And if you haven't yet, by the end of this program, please do, because every mickle make a muckle. I don't know where that saying come from, but I love it. Every mickle make a muckle. So remember, www.JCA Ontario donate, because let me tell you something, you have to give little money to make things move. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or $5,000, it will be so wonderfully accepted by all of our members. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Natasha Henry, President of the Ontario Black History Society. She's an author and educator, to say a few words.
Hi, my name is Natasha Henry, and I'm the president of the Ontario Black History Society. I'm elated to bring you greetings on behalf of our board members and general members as we join you for your annual Boonoonoonos Black History Month celebration. I was glad to see that you adopted this year's Black History Month theme that was set by the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. The theme, the Black Family, Representation, Identity, and Diversity. ASALH was founded in 1915 by Dr. Carter G. Woodson, known as the father of Black History Month, and several other community members. Black History Month is an opportune time to celebrate and honor Black families in all of their configurations. Black families are the heartbeat of Black communities. This year's theme encourages us to explore the strengths, struggles, resistance, and perseverance of Black families, and to recommit to strengthening our communities, maintaining our traditions, and sustaining and supporting our families. The Ontario Black History Society wishes all JCA members and supporters the best for this event.
Thank you, Natasha. Also, I'm a member of the Ontario Black History Society, another good organization to think about joining. As Canadians, we have to embrace all these parts of us. And I'm a proud Canadian, a proud Jamaican, a proud Jamaican Canadian. And as we talk a little bit about family, I hope you spend some time today thinking about your family. I am thinking about my dad today, because he was what we call a family man. Every weekend, my poor mom, you would wake her up at like 5 o'clock. Lil, we're going to the beach. Let's carry lunch. Of course, that meant, Mom, you go make lunch and I will drive the car and we'll all go to the beach. But I remember those times so vividly, the family times. Those are what makes everything important. So say thank you to family today. Say thank you to your grandma, grandpa, uncle, auntie, to your moms and dad, because family matters and we are stronger because of family. And now coming up, JCA member, former president Audrey Campbell has a few little questions for you. Miss Audrey, you ready? Can we hear her?
Hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, my thing wasn't working. So good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Sandra. One of my favorite parts of Boonoonoonos has always been the whole Black history concept. And I've always enjoyed that every Boonoonoonos I've attended, I've left with a little bit more knowledge than I came with. So trivia is starting and there are prizes attached. I'm going to ask 2 trivia questions. You'll have the opportunity to write your answers in the chat. Whoever writes the answer first will receive, the first prize will be a gift bag from the courtesy of the Jamaica Tourist Board. So we're bringing a little bit of Jamaica to you. So this is your opportunity. First question, Can you name the first Black man, who happens to be of Jamaican descent, by the way, to be promoted to the rank of Chief of Police in Canada? I didn't say Toronto, in Canada. So that is question number 1. So quick, type your answer into the chat. Let us see who the winner is. Who's going to take home that glorious loot bag from the Jamaica Tourist Board? A little bit of yard will be yours. The second question I'm going to ask is, who is the first Black person to become the president of a major university in Canada? So hold on. For what? Sarah Kennedy. You got it right. Sarah Kennedy answered the first question. It is Devon Clunas. He became the first Black man to be promoted to the rank of Chief of Police in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and that was back in 2012. So congratulations, Sarah. We will get your information, and we will make arrangements to loot bag. All right, the second question. The first Black person to become the president of a major university in Canada. Have we got any answers yet? Think back. He is, again, of Jamaican descent. Not all the answers are going to be about Jamaicans, but this is just to give you a clue. First Black person to be named the president of a major university. So, Sandra, as we wait for that answer to come up, we can carry on. You're muted.
Oh, my host.
There you are. You're unmuted now.
Yes, the host unmuted me. Him try to tie up my mouth. You don't know, you can't do that. You can't tie up. Listen, and Nancy said it, you know, and Nancy storytellers, they must never tie up the... Okay. Let me stop the foolishness. No answer yet, Audrey. Nobody come.
I don't see it flashing on the screen.
Okay, well, maybe
we'll see it eventually.
Ask them another question. Never know. Ask them another one.
Because I know the Google Meisters out there will be Googling.
Yeah, no, don't.
All right, the next question is, who was the first Black woman to serve as the Minister of Education for the province of Ontario? That one is an easy one.
For sure.
All right, so we can keep going. People have, remember, be the first one to write your name in the chat, your answer in the chat, and you will be the winner of a gift card. Daisy Wright. Daisy Wright, you are correct. That is Dr. Gervin Ferron. And you are the winner of gift certificate from Knowledge Bookstore out in Brampton, a $25 gift card. So we will make arrangements to get that to you, Daisy.
One more, Audrey. Let's do one more.
Oh, Carl Thompson. Listen, Carl Thompson. We don't need one more. Carl Thompson did it. Yes, Carl Thompson, the first Black woman to serve as Minister of Education in the province of Ontario, the Honorable Mitzi Hunter.
There we go.
So thank you. That's it for the first segment.
Okay, thank you. Coming up now is the Member of Provincial Parliament for Humber River, Black Creek, Tom Rakovic.
Happy Black History Month. I'm Tom Rakosovic, Member of Provincial Parliament for my lifelong home riding of Humber River, Black Creek. And one of the great things about this riding is the fact that JCA headquarters is right here. I want to wish all the best to everybody participating in the annual Boonoonoonos brunch. And I want to really give a special thanks to JCA. I want to thank you for the incredible work that you do. You are really making a difference in the lives of people here in this community and far beyond. All of your work in promoting culture, equity, the list goes on and on. I'm so proud and thankful that you're here and for everything that you do. I look forward to many, many more years of friendship, and I wish all of you the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rakosovic. And he got Boonoonoonos right. Thank you, sir. Audrey, you're back with some more questions. Audrey Campbell, some questions.
Local 27 is proud to be this year's sponsor. If you thought of being a member of Local 27, you have the opportunity to work on some of the largest construction projects across Toronto and the surrounding areas. The Carpenters Union takes pride in having one of the most productive and skilled workforces in construction. Local 27 members, along with members of the Carpenters Union, are the most productive and efficient workers on construction projects, small and large. On behalf of our members, thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm Chris Hales. For many years, I brought you the news on G98.7. Now I want to tell you about my favorite place to eat when I'm on the beat. It's Caribbean Queen Jerk. They have 5 locations to serve you better, so keep calm and drop by Caribbean Queen. 3408 Weston Road, 14 Bradstock, 279 Lawrence Avenue West, 393 Jane Street, and 371 Oakwood Avenue. Visit us on Caribbean Queen Jerk.
Thank you. And now we're back with Audrey Campbell with some more questions for you. Okay, she will be back. And now we're going to have greetings from Michael Thompson, Deputy Mayor, the City of Toronto. Mr. Michael Thompson. I assume we are going to find his info shortly. Deputy Mayor Michael Thompson, well-known Jamaican, has come to the Boonoonoonos brunch many times, and he is here to bring greetings. Okay, I'm being told I need to move to the next person, Anthony Peruzza, City of Toronto City Councillor, to bring greetings.
Local 27 is proud to be this year's sponsor. If you thought of being a member of Local 27, you have the opportunity to work on some of the largest construction projects across Toronto and the surrounding areas. The Carpenters Union takes pride in having one of the most productive and skilled workforces in construction. Local 27 members, along with members of the Carpenters Union, are the most productive and efficient workers on construction projects, small and large. On behalf of our members, thank you for your support.
Hi folks, so now Audrey, you're back, so let's have some more questions.
My apologies, folks. The devil is a busy man today in the virtual world. And I'm going to ask some of my colleagues to monitor the chat on YouTube as well, because I see their answers coming through, not just on your platform, Charles. Okay, so this is one from our backyard. The first Black person to serve, I'm going to be doing 2 questions. The first Black person to serve on the Toronto Police Services Board back in the 80s. I can give a little hint. He's a member of the Jamaican Canadian Association.
Of course he is.
Of course he is, because you know we're trailblazers. We are embodied with historians, that people that make history.
Ah, somebody won.
I see Neil Armstrong. I want to know, we're going to take also someone from the YouTube chat as well, because we've got lots of prizes from the Jamaica Tourist Board. So Neil Armstrong, you got it from the chat. So Neil, you receive a $25 gift certificate from the from Knowledge Bookstore. And the person in the chat on YouTube, we will announce them a little later, and they will receive a gift bag from the Jamaica Tourist Board. Okay? And the next question for this segment is the first Black woman to serve in a leadership position of a major trade union. And this is such a big giveaway for you guys, because she is on the program for today. The first Black woman to serve in a leadership position of a major Canadian trade union. Sandra, I know you know this one.
I do, but I want to make sure somebody win the prize, because if I win it, them going to say it fix.
You know, and we don't want anybody calling you out or besmirching your good name in the community.
Exactly, because you know how Anansi's team love cause trouble, and everybody know I talk him name a lot. Them going say him help me and all that, Audrey. I don't know. If nobody know, ask them another question, please. Or I could tell you the answer.
You know what? I'm here's my situation, because I'm not seeing YouTube, and there could be a response in the YouTube section. So if any of my teammates, Madam President, I know you're monitoring the chat. Can you tell me, did anyone get that one? In YouTube.
No correct answers there, madam. No correct answers. So
what?
Move on.
Okay, I'm gonna give the response, because y'all, I need to teach y'all something. All right. So this is your nugget of learning. Marie Clark Walker, a member of the JCA. Her mother's a member as well. She grew up at our knee. She became the first woman to make history, the youngest woman to become the first Black female of elected official of QP. All right. So now you guys know, and she's also on the program today. So you go and get whole heap of learning today. You get schooled.
And bring another question, Audrey.
Yeah.
All right. Because this one, y'all should get this one easy.
And it's all Audrey.
Yes.
They all come in the same thing, so you don't need to worry about them going anywhere else. They're all in the one answer. So just give them the answer, and we'll find the winner.
Okay, cool. Okay. Next one, since y'all didn't get that one, this one should be easy. First Black woman to be promoted to the rank of superintendent in the history of the Toronto Police Service. We had a tribute for her yesterday. This one should be easy. This is recent history. Glass ceiling breaking. Sandra, I know you know that one too, because you know with everything.
Exactly. But Mina said, becoming no one about
no one said fix.
No. So give them the answer. And, oh, somebody got it.
Desreen. Yes, Desreen. You are correct. Stacy Clark, who happens to be Jamaican born. Stacy Clark. Absolutely. So thank you, Desreen. And Desreen, you are the winner of a Jamaican Tourist Board gift goodie bag. So Sandra, that's it for trivia. Turn it back over to you until we meet again.
Thank you, my love. Oh, that was so good. It's always important to learn little things. And Audrey, thank you for pulling that together, because I know it was a labor of love. Thank you. And now I have to tell you, me not sure what next. And I know why. Me gonna tell the people. Me following one program, and me do the program. Me see somebody say, "Yeah, go too fast." Me say, me no know me can go fast when the thing said that next. Me say, Charles,
yes,
you know, answer me. So I am going to say the next thing is.
Sandra.
Yes, baby.
Let me ask you a question, because we just love your spirit. You named it how many years ago? How'd you come up with the name, and why did you want to call it the brunch? Yeah, how'd you start it off? How did it get?
Everyone may know that I was a community arts programmer love planning events. I love being involved in making sure from the beginning to the end works. Everybody know I'm kind of anal with that. So always about names. I think sometimes we have always been a tad afraid to name our events. You know, we go art auction, da 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 da. We don't want, and I thought it would be amazing to have something particularly us. So Boonoonoonos says it. It says light, happiness, beautiful. So with that in mind, our next person coming on, a very Boonoonoonos man himself, Deputy Mayor of the City of Toronto, Michael Thompson.
Hello, Sandra Whiting. You are the best.
How are you, Michael?
Amazing. Great to see you.
In so long. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, as
Jamaica. Let me stop you. How are you doing?
I do well.
All right. There you go.
Well.
People. All right.
Well,
sorry.
It's about as much as I can give you. You know, I didn't learn as much as I need to, but look, I'm here. I'm doing well, and I'm honored to be with you both. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this show. So I wanted just to come on and just to say thank you so much. And Sandra, I'm going to do the pronunciation. And my energy and passion for Boonoonoonos is obviously second only to you. But I wanted just to say thank you to you, Adoma Patterson, the Jamaican Canadian Association, and the leadership, the board of directors, and so on. You have always been there. Through the good times and the tough times that we're actually having now with respect to COVID. And I'm really happy with respect to the theme, which is celebrating Black families and representing identity and diversity. During this very difficult times, it has just been amazing how the JCA has demonstrated its efforts to help everyone and help the Black families and so on. Your program in terms of helping seniors with meals has just been absolutely tremendous. At the same time, you're recognizing some of our great leaders. One of my favorite, Letna Allen Rowe. I always enjoy her performance and so on. And of course, one of our great physician, Dr. Upton Allen. I look at the extraordinary work that he's doing. I've had conversations with him regarding COVID and so on, and some of the works that we're doing with him with respect to the Board of Health. And of course, recognizing brilliance, the amazing memory of Denise Jones, all that she has done. She has left such a tremendous footprint on this city and actually this province and this country as a whole. So those recognition, I'm really excited and delighted to see that you're representing and providing that recognition. So, you know, on behalf of the city of Toronto and the mayor and everyone in this city, we're so delighted at the work that the JCA is doing and this Boonoonoonos event for Black History Month. It's so important that we as people and families, because of your theme, recognize what we need to do for each other to celebrate and help with respect to the recognition of our diversity. You know, our city of Toronto's motto is diversity is our strength. I don't know how many of you know, but this has been coined actually by Jamaican. And as you know, Jamaica's motto is out of many one people. But Cecile Tonks, the wife of Alan Tonks, was the actual person who came up with this motto for the city of Toronto. So it has Jamaican derivative, has Jamaican roots and so on, which is really to say we do so much for this country, this province, and this city, and we should be very proud of the work that we do. So I want to just bring greetings on behalf of the city and the city council, and to say, as a proud Jamaican, I've been to some of the events when we're there to celebrate and eat and you know, bring in this great event during Black History Month. Because of the conditions and the times that we're in now, we're doing it virtually. And I'm hoping that everyone is staying safe and enjoying. So one love, thank you so much. And this is only orange juice. We want to cheers everyone at JCA, the board of directors and the leadership there. So thank you.
So very much. Greetings. You know, I remember when I had an event and Michael Thompson cook ackee and saltfish. Make a delicious thing. So him can turn him hand to that, So thank you, Michael Thompson, for all the work you do. I don't know if people realize how much work it is to be part of, especially during this pandemic. If I could ask you a few questions about
Please.
that. One of the things we know that there's been some hesitancy by members of our community. You want to just speak to that for a minute, because I think it's so important.
Sure. Vaccine hesitancy is a difficult situation, and it is something that's apparent at all times for everyone, but particularly with respect to COVID and this whole process of coming up with a vaccine within 1 year period. It's difficult for most people to accept, but at the same time, I think it's appropriate that people are asking questions about the validity of it, whether or not it's safe, and so those are legitimate questions. But I can assure you that it has been tested. It has been proven, and our government, the Canadian government and Health Canada, has gone through a rigorous testing process. And so it is really important for people to understand, particularly in our community, because it's really important in recognizing that we are 9% of the population in terms of Blacks in Toronto, yet we account for 26% of the COVID cases, which is significantly high. And the reason for that is that a lot of the jobs that we do put us in harm's way. A lot of our people don't have the ability to work from home. But I can assure you, Sandra, that when the opportunity comes for me to take this vaccine, I'm rolling up my sleeve. I have confidence in Dr. Davila, our medical officer of health. I have confidence in Dr. Williams, the provincial medical officer of health. I have confidence in Dr. Tam, the Canadian medical officer of health. And so I say to the community, I think it's fair that they ask questions. I think it's fair that they're suspicious. But I think it's also fair to look at the evidence and look at the science and look at the data, recognizing in that many people who had the vaccine are doing quite well. One of my areas of responsibility, I'm responsible through my committee, long-term care homes, reports to us the 10 homes that we have in the city of Toronto. Yes, we had long-term care issues. The city of Toronto has had not the same cases as the private facilities, but we have taken care to vaccinate almost 95% of our clients, as well as our workers and so on. They're staying healthy. When we get to that herd mentality where at least 75, 80% of our community is vaccinated, obviously we'll see the ability to be much more confident. But I would say this to our community, speaking to the Black community, because we're very suspicious. Please, the science has proven that this vaccine is going to help us. And if we don't take it, we're going to see more of our people suffer. More families are going to suffer. And so I urge you, I will be taking it. My family will be taking it. And I certainly would not want to put myself in harm's way or my family. So I urge you, yes, ask the questions and so on. That's fair. But when you really get down to it, the science has proven that the vaccines are going to work and are working. So I encourage you to take them.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I can't wait to roll up my hand. And also for people to understand, this vaccine was developed with some Caribbean people involved as well. We in the soup, we in everything, and it is important. It is important. Me not take it. Yeah, idiot. Go take the vaccine. Go to the front of the line. All right. That is enough preaching for today. Thank you, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And now I'm going to share a short Anansi story, because we're here today because of Anansi. I bet you never knew that. So once upon a time, Anansi, who was a man who never like work at all, because him feel say him not have to do that. Him could just slide by. Him wife said to him, look, Sunday soon come. Me want make my rice and peas. Me want make the ackee and saltfish and the Johnny cake and the stewed chicken. But me not have no money to buy the food to feed your picnic them. And she shove him, push him out of the yard, go find a job. And so off he went Now, Nancy was not a man who liked work. Work and Nancy never to agree. And he go out, he go, why? What may I go do? What am I going to do? How am I going to get some money to give my wife so she can feed the picnic and me? So him think and him think and him think, everybody seen them say, what is the matter, Nancy? What happened to you? Him say, I don't know. I can't do it. Anyway, make a long story short, him come up with a plan. He decided to collect all the common sense he could find, keep it for himself. And that way, if people needed common sense, they would have to come to him and Nancy for it, and he would charge plenty money. And that is what he did. He started collect. And he had so much common sense at him yard, at him house. He thought, where can I hide it? And he got a big calabash, a gourd, and he cut off the top, and he stuffed in the common sense, and then he put the top back on, and he got a rope tight around the gourd and tight around his neck. And he decided to hide the gourd on top of this tall tree. Well, he couldn't climb too quick or too fast because the gourd kept hitting against the tree. And Nancy get upset. He never know what to do. And all of a sudden, him hear the voice of one little picnic gal. A picnic gal bright, you know. And she say, hi, mister, if you want to climb the tree good, why don't you put the calabash behind you? Well, what she said in Jamaican was, aye, if you want to climb the tree good, make you not put the calabash back on you. Well, and Nancy was so upset at this big piece of common sense out of the mouth of that little gal, and get vexed, and him hit the calabash against the tree root. And the common sense spread into the wind, came all the way to Canada on the boat with all the people on the plane. And that is why all of you have common sense to this very day. And Nancy make it happen. Boonoonoonos. And now we are moving to the awards portion of our event. Every year, the JCA Boonoonoonos branch recognizes important, distinguished Boonoonoonos people in our community. And the first person being recognized today is Letna Allen, OD. Now, Letna Allen hails from Clarendon. Hi, Miss Letna. You look nice. And she describes herself as a thespian, an actor, a connoisseur of all art forms. She also serves, she comes from Clarendon. And she don't forget her roots. She's was vice president, now treasurer of Clarendon College. She went to the Edna Manick School College for the Performing Arts in Jamaica. She's a breast cancer survivor. Okay. She's an author on breast cancer. And she is a founder and president of the Miss Letna Healing Hope Foundation. Letna Allen, congratulations. Adoma Patterson will say a few words. Oh, she have your trophy, my child.
I was given my instructions by the team. Miss Letna, congratulations on behalf of the Jamaican Canadian Association and the Boonoonoonos team. We recognize your contribution. We salute you for all of the work that you have done for the wider community and for the Jamaican Canadian Association. Congratulations.
Thank you, Adoma. Thank you, Jamaica Canadian Association. Sandra, how are you? I am greatly elated and I'm humbled at the honor and the award that you have bestowed upon me. I will continue to do my best to serve, to be a shining example so that others may see what I'm doing and want to emulate me, just like I emulate the Honorable Louis Bennett Coverly. Sandra, I like that Anansa story. In fact, I tell that Anansa story a lot of times as well. So I just want to thank you and I just want to encourage you to do the work that you're doing in the community. You're serving a purpose, and a lot of people have been benefited from the Jamaica Canadian Association. And on behalf of Arnold and myself and Yannick, I just want to say a big, big thank you.
Thank you, Madame Letner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Up next is a gentleman. I have to tell you, Dr. Upton Allen. So let me just start by saying, Dr. Allen, let me read off all the things we have behind your name because we couldn't remember all of them. It says MBBS, MSc, FAAP, FRCPC, Honorable FRCP UK, FIDSA, all titles, Professor of Pediatrics at the University of Toronto, Chief Division, he is Chief of the Division of Infectious Diseases at the Hospital for Sick Kids, the Interim Director of the Transplant and Regenerative Medicine Center at the Hospital for Sick Children. He's a Senior Associate Scientist in the Research Institute at the hospital, and he is primary appointment, Division of Infectious Diseases, Department of Pediatrics at the Hospital for Sick Children. He's also a professor at the Institute of Health Policy, Management and Evaluation for the University of Toronto. He received his medical degree from University of the West Indies, and he received his pediatric training at the Hospital of Sick Children, Toronto. Sir, welcome. Welcome. You make us proud because you make us feel more than Boonoonoonos. Dr. Allen, you are truly someone to be admired, and we're glad to big you up.
Thank you.
Upton Allen.
Dr. Allen, on behalf of the JCA team, the family, the Boonoonoonos committee, we are so happy to be able to present you with this token of appreciation for all that you have done. People may not know, but Dr. Allen is in the middle of an important research study looking at COVID and antibodies. And JCA is one of the community advisory partners. And so we've actually been meeting, Dr. Sylvanus Thompson and I, along with many others, Pamela Pelt, continue to meet with Dr. Allen every week. Every Thursday for 1 hour, we are there talking about all of the issues, including some that Deputy Mayor Thompson spoke about, vaccine hesitancy, and also the impact. And so, Dr. Allen, your work is timely. You are certainly in demand these days. COVID's really magnified many of the issues that you've been working on. And so we salute you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Adoma and Sandra. It's an honor, a very special privilege to be presented with this recognition. I see that I'm in very good company. In that regard, the distinguished Miss Letner, Allen Rowe, I couldn't help but recognize that she has Allen in her name, so that's interesting. And then, of course, the other awardee upcoming, Denise Jones, my late friend, and I'm so sad that she's not here with us today. Denise and I go way back to Portland, and so that's another connection there. We attended the same school. In fact, our parents knew each other, and I believe my sister taught her in school as well. So it's a small world again. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a very special privilege. And I really sincerely appreciate the work that the JCA does. And as Adoma has alluded to, along with Sylvanus, I've managed to work them really hard over the last several months. I'm looking forward to working with you on several initiatives moving forward. Thank you.
Great. Congratulations again, Dr. Allen.
Congratulations, Dr. Allen. If I may give a little advice, can I, to the great Dr. Allen?
Absolutely.
When you decide on the campaign, make it be easy. Don't use too much academic words. Make sure the joke that they're getting is understood so that we don't just have academic. So if I will leave that with all of you to come up with a name for the campaign for our community so that they totally understand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Got it.
All right. Thank you, sir. And now our next, in the words of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Denise Jones was an incredible active advocate for the Caribbean arts and culture, and she contributed much to our country, Canada. Denise was co-founder of Jones and Jones Productions, formed in 1987 to perform plays, concerts, and for talent competitions. She was born in Portland. She was an actress. She was a fighter. She was a mom. She was also former executive director of Peel Multicultural Council. She was theater arts critic for CBC Radio in Sudbury. She founded the Jambana Festival, the second largest Afrocentric festival in Canada. She was an artist manager, managing 5-time Juno Award winner Exco Levi. She has had many, many awards. Too many to mention, but I will say a few. Lifetime Achievement Award from the Urban Music Association, Bob Marley Memorial Award, the Toronto Star People with Clout designation, the Government of Ontario Community Service, the Harry Jerome Award, the African Canadian Achievement Award, the Ministry of Citizenship Award. I can't say no more. She served on many, many boards, Obsidian Theatre, Brampton Board of Trade, Helping Hands, and she was lastly starting to teach at Ryerson University as a professor in the concert and festival management course. Jeremy Jones, her son, is here. Congratulations, Denise Jones.
And we're so happy to welcome Denise Jones, the executive producer of Jambana, One World Festival, which Global Television is always thrilled to be a part of.
And we're just delighted to be here this morning. And thank you, Global, for your continued support.
Absolutely.
And now Jeremy Jones, Adoma, will address you.
Good afternoon, Jeremy.
Good afternoon.
This is such an emotional presentation. Over the past few weeks, many of us, but I've reflected back on the number of times I've seen Denise at the JCA Center, and she would give me suggestions on, what to do in terms of the building and how to address some of the challenges we had. She was a big supporter and had a long history with the Jamaican Canadian Association. And so this afternoon, we are so proud and thrilled to be able to acknowledge her with this award at our annual Boonoonoonos celebration. So congratulations. Congratulations to you, continuing the legacy and the work I see during this month, Reggae Month, all of the amazing work that you are doing and those wonderful concerts. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I guess just on behalf of the family, just like to say a few words. First of all, thank you to the JCA. Out of the sons, my brother Jesse and I'm probably the one of few words, but I'll just take a little bit of time to say a few things. First, I just want to congratulate the other people being recognized right now. Miss Letna, longtime family friend, and Dr. Allen. As you have heard, there's a lot of different connections. Of course, my dad's name is Allen too, so it seems like that Allen theme is going throughout the whole thing. But I'm glad they were able to get their flowers or to smell the flowers while they were here being given to them. I know my mom would have loved to, see this recognition, but, as the sons, we're just trying to, continue what she started. As Miss Whiting was saying that my mom was, she was a trailblazer, she was a leader, she was a trendsetter. And of course, there was always the JCA connection, as you mentioned. Because she always wanted to put community first. And of course, when we're talking to the Jamaican community, there's no place like the JCA. So the first play that my parents put on, Dukanoo, was at the DuPont Street location. That was in the 80s. So that was a sold out show. She's worked with Boonoonoonos Brunch over the years as well in the past. And when, Usain Bolt was taking over the Olympic world, one of the major events, when you want to reach the Jamaican community, we had to make sure that we came to JCA with that late night with Usain Bolt event, which was a wonderful occasion and just celebrating all the, wonderful athletic achievements of Jamaica during that time. So just one last thing I want to say before I, step out. Just appreciate the people in your life while you have them. Love on them daily. If you happen to have any, any people up or there's any strained relationships, try and mend those relationships because you never really know what can happen. So, just a word of advice because I really do, every day I miss my mom more and more. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So stay safe to everyone. Also, as you mentioned, tribute to the legends of reggae.com if you want to, enjoy some nice reggae music throughout the month of February. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Jeremy, do you know, I'm sure you wouldn't have known, but I was in Dukanoo. Dukanoo time. Anyway.
Yes. Wow, the connections.
Learn. So I really, again, on behalf of the JCA, want to congratulate Letna Allen Rowe, Dr. Upton Allen, and Denise Jones' family for accepting on her behalf. Congratulations all. You are Talawa people. You're Boonoonoonos people. And JCA was so pleased to recognize you. Congratulations again.
Yes, we salute you guys. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you all.
Local 27 is proud to be this year's sponsor. If you thought of being a member of Local 27, you have the opportunity to work on some of the largest construction projects across Toronto and the surrounding areas. The Carpenters Union takes pride in having one of the most productive and skilled workforces in construction. Local 27 members, along with members of the Carpenters Union, are the most productive and efficient workers on construction projects, small and large. On behalf of our members, thank you for your support.
And now we're going to introduce a gentleman to you who hails, of course, from Jamaica, and he served in the Jamaica Defense Force as an instructor before he came to Canada. He says here he's happily married. A Jamaican man who is happily married is a man to keep. He married his high school girlfriend and they've been together for 27 years. They have 2 children, Devon and Shavoni, and he serves as a deacon in his church. He's been serving his community as a businessman for over 20 years, and he is a successful trucker, had over 15 trucks, employed more than 60 staff between 1999 and 2008. He has now switched from trucking to get into the restaurant business, Caribbean Queen Jerk chain of restaurants. And he has donated and contributed to almost every Jamaican organization in Toronto, and including the JCA and the seniors. He says here, the fire, the police, churches, everything. And he has got the Boonoonoonos Brunch of recognition before. It's been recognized by the city of Vaughan as well. And he's here to just give us a little bit about his personal journey. Please welcome Courtney Grant.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you.
I'm glad you're here, Mr. Grant.
Yes, I'm glad to be a part of this whole thing that you're doing this afternoon.
So you're going to tell us a little bit of your personal journey to what got you in this seat where you put on your Sunday dan to come and talk to us. Or you have something ready to tell us?
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm ready. Now, let me say thanks to you, thanks to Dr. Sylvana Thompson, thanks to the JCA and its team, Dome, the president, for this wonderful occasion of having me this afternoon just to see something. As you mentioned, I think 2 years ago, I was an awardee of the Boonoonoonos Brunch. And, unfortunately, this year, we can't have it in that fashion. But the good book, the Holy Bible says, in all things, we should give thanks. So I want to congratulate all the awardees for their wonderful work that they are doing and that they will continue to do. You see, recognition is an important thing, very, very important thing. And as Dennis' son had said, that sometimes when you give someone a recognition while they are alive, it is good. And it's a good feeling. About 2 weeks ago, there was a write-up on the front page of the Gleaner about my restaurants and what we did for that 2,000 meal last year. And as the gentleman was interviewing me, what I said to him is that I wasn't doing this for any recognition at all. I did it because God blessed me so that I could bless someone else. And I did it out of my hearts of hearts. And what I do for the community is a way of giving back to the community that has supported me and that has brought me this far. And so, someone saw it fit to speak about it. Someone saw it fit to write about it. Someone saw it fit to tell the Canadian government about it. And therefore, we were also awarded by the local council. We were awarded by the provincial council. They came to the restaurant and they gave us an award. And so what I'm saying to our community is that we have come this far by faith. This month has been celebrated as Black History Month. And let me tell you something, when we were back in Jamaica, we used to have a saying that, and all of us can attest to that, this is a white man country. Let me tell you something. When I came here in 1998, I realized that this country affords opportunity for all of us. We have to go out there and seize the opportunity, do what we have to do, and we can make it just like any other nation. And so, I want to thank the community for supporting us, and we are just getting started. I can tell you that.
Thank you for all that you do. Congratulations on being recognized. But I'm so impressed that you fed and continue to feed people not only with food, but with your words of wisdom. Courtney Grant, big up yourself. Big up yourself.
Thank you very much, Sandra. Again, congratulations to everyone, and thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, my love.
Hi, I'm Chris Hales. For many years, I brought you the news on G98.7. Now I want to tell you about my favorite place to eat when I'm on the beat. It's Caribbean Queen Jerk. They have 5 locations to serve you better, so keep calm and drop by Caribbean Queen. 3408 Weston Road, 14 Bradstock, 279 Lawrence Avenue West, 393 James Street, and 371 Oakwood Avenue. Visit us on Caribbean Queen Jerk.
Thank you. And now we have a message from the NDP Black Caucus.
Jamaica, 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 land we love.
The JCA. Happy Black History Month. And now it's also your brunch.
While we cannot be together in person, the Jamaican Canadian Association has creatively found a way to keep annual Boonoonoonos punch ongoing and keep us connected.
Thank you for what you do for our communities, not just in February, but all year round.
The JCA this last year has been doing amazing things, especially for seniors, where they have been teaching them online courses, making sure that they are able to get online. They've also been providing food for our seniors.
Many people may not know this, but my mummy, who lives by herself out in Scarborough, was gifted with one of your Christmas lunches. And I have to tell you how much that set our hearts at ease, all of my family.
New Democrats have been proud to stand with Black Ontarians in holding government to account.
You need to know that we support you as well, and we are working to push the Ontario government to create a strategy to fight anti-Black racism during COVID and beyond.
I want you to know that I'm going to keep fighting hard for our Black youth, our Black seniors and elders, our kids in school, our kids in care. We're going to keep fighting hard with you.
I want to thank the JCA for this amazing event. Adoma Patterson, I want to thank you, the president, the board members, the volunteers, for this fabulous event.
We are blessed to have the likes of you. Walk good.
See ya, logs. Me love them sing. Them say, Boonoonoonos, Boono. Listen to me. I love it. I love it. JCA, you see how you're spreading the word far and wide? Up next is Anthony Peruzza, City of Toronto City Councillor, to bring greetings.
Thank you thank you so very much, Sandra. I'm hoping that you can hear me.
We can.
I just got in. I didn't test myself, but I just simply want to say that this year, more than ever, the topic of anti-Black racism is especially salient. Long overdue conversations are being had about not just the history of the transatlantic slave trade, but the contributions of Black Canadians to our society. Not to be forgotten are the contributions of the Caribbean and Jamaican communities who are thriving and a vibrant part of Toronto's multicultural mosaic. Jamaican Canadians have contributed greatly to Canada's health, arts, political culture, food, sports sectors, and so many more areas. It gives me a great deal of joy to recognize and be among some of the accomplished individuals that you're recognizing today, such as Dr. Allen, for example, who has been doing amazing work advocating for the systemic inequalities which have led to uneven health outcomes. Letna Allen Rowe, who has contributed so much to Canada's art scene. Our very own Doma Patterson, who has been doing such a terrific job and doing a lot of work that's so near and dear to my own heart. The work, in reducing poverty in the community and advancing the the interests and the livelihood of the poor amongst us. As an elected official and as a public servant, I'm happy to see these conversations happening around diversity and inclusion. It is high time that we recognize Black and Jamaican Canadians for their excellence and the work that they are doing in so many different areas of our society. We must continue the fight against anti-Black racism, moving towards a more just and better future for all of us. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you, Mr. Peruzza. Congratulations. You keep up your good work, and thank you for your good words to all of us this day. Thank you. And now I'm bringing back Audrey Campbell with some more trivia.
Yes, Sandy. We're gonna educate the masses today on Canadian history. All right. So the next question, and if y'all don't get this, seriously, we're gonna have a conversation. The first Black person, let me make it easier. First Black man to be appointed Lieutenant Governor of Ontario.
Easy.
If you don't get this, give up your Black card right now. Give it up. Sandra?
Nobody?
You know this one.
Of course I know this one.
And I come back near the end of the show with a couple more trivia questions. And by the way, whoever gets this question right, the wonderful Neil Armstrong, who answered correctly that Roy Williams was the first Black person to be on the Toronto Police Services Board, he has donated his prize back into the pool. So whoever gets the right answer to this question will receive a $25 gift certificate from Knowledge Bookstore.
Nobody got it? You want to do another question, Audrey?
Well, I was told I have to give them time to look it up and so they can type it in and so I'll let that question float because somebody's got to answer that one. So the next question, and again, this is one of the easiest, like I'm softballs today. What year was the JCA established? Like, this is Christmas, folks. I am giving you gifts, plenty of gifts today. And whoever gets the answer to that one will receive a wonderful loot bag from the Jamaica Tourist Board. What? I see Courtney Grant. Courtney Grant, yes. Courtney, yes, you can win, Courtney. You can win. So Courtney got 1962.
Okay. And the last question.
So that was Courtney Grant. No, I'm still, the same question is still floating. We have no answers on the first Black man to be appointed Lieutenant Governor of Ontario.
So when you come back, we will see if anybody won that. Go to another question.
The other question is, Marie Clark Walker got the answer to that question. It is Lincoln Alexander. So thank you. And Marie, you have won the gift card for Knowledge Bookstore. So right. Sandy, that's it for my trivia segment. See y'all at the end.
Okay, thanks, Miss Audrey. Thank you. And Marie said she's donating it back, so add another question for the end. All right, so we now bring to say a few words the membership chair for the JCA, Sandra Young. Go ahead, Miss Sandra. Why?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. I hope everyone is enjoying the program. So I would like to say congratulations to all our new members who have joined the organization, and thank you for becoming a member. You can become a member So thank you everyone for for joining the event. I'd like to thank everyone who became members from December, January, and February. Thank you so much for joining the organization. I'd like to say thank you to all our members out there who have had birthdays from December, January, and February. Congratulations and happy birthday to all of you. If you'd like to become a member, you can go on our website at www.jcaontario.org. Follow the toolbar, scroll to membership. After you've got to membership, fill out the application with payment, and then you become a member. You can also become a member by sending in your checks to JCA Ontario, Jamaican Canadian Association, at 995 Arrow Road, Toronto, Ontario, M9M2Z5. Also, another way of becoming a member, you can also renew your membership by sending e-transfer to treasurer@jcontario.org. In the drop box, you can just put renewal for membership and your name. Don't forget to put your name so I can find it so you become a member. I'd also like to thank everyone who has joined us today and looking forward to all the other members who are joining us for the Jamaican organization. It's a very good organization and I'm happy for all of you to join. I'd like to say happy birthday to Mr. Alvin Knight, who'll be turning 78 tomorrow. Thank you, and everyone continue watching the fabulous show. Thank you. Have a great Sunday.
Thank you, Sandra Young. Let me tell you why you should become a member. You know, membership has privileges, and the privilege is that you are part of a community. That when JCA speaks, you are part of what they say. They speak to government. They speak to organizations across this country. They speak about our needs as Canadians of Jamaican heritage. We are bigger, better when we have members. You cannot have a voice if you don't join. So many people say, I want this to happen and that to happen, and them don't decide to put their money where their mouth is and join up. That gives you the right to speak to the board. That gives you the right to make a contribution. That gives you the right to volunteer. And that gives you the right to donate, to assist. Because remember, every maker make a mucker. Just putting in my 2 cents. So coming up next is a singer that is going to give you a wonderful couple songs, I believe. Tony Anthony. Welcome him, please. Tony Anthony.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tony Anthony. It's an honor to be a part of the Boonoonoonos Black Instrument Celebration. Right now, I'm going to do one of my latest singles. It's called Your Friend. When every day is a crazy day and nothing is going your way, and the thought of giving up is on your mind, and you feel all hope is gone, and this life isn't what you want, I'll be your angel, I'll be your friend, I'll be your rock until the end. When there's nowhere to turn from all the bridges that you burned, when everything you've been through is a lesson learned, and when you had it your way, you let it all slip away. I'll be your angel, I'll be your friend, I'll be your rock until the end, till the end, till the end. Remember, nothing stayed the same. Tomorrow bring the change of everything we've been through. And when you need a good friend, we'll be there till the end. I'll be your angel. I'll be your friend. I'll be your rock until the end. Till the end. No, 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 no. Till the end. All right. I'll be your friend. I'll be rock. Oh, I'll be there for you. All right. Oh, just call on me anytime, and I'll be there. I'll come running. I'll be your friend. Oh, no, 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 babe. I'll be your friend. I'll be your rock. I'll be everything. I'll be there for you. Oh, just call on me. I'll be there. Just call on me. I'll come running. I'll be there. Oh, 'cause I'll be there. Thank you very much.
To Tony Anthony, I'll be your friend. And what more could one ask for? To have a friend. I tell you, that was awesome. And now coming up, special treat, we're going to have a discussion, or she's going to share her thoughts with you. Someone who has been mentioned, she won a prize a few minutes ago. She's Secretary Treasurer. She was Secretary Treasurer of the Canadian Labour of Congress, youngest person ever elected to the position of Executive Vice President of the Canadian Labour of Congress. She's been on so many boards: Canadian Peace Alliance, Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives, Coalition of Black Trade Unionists, on and on. A beautiful woman, Marie Clark Walker.
Thank you, Sandra.
So nice to see you, Marie.
It's so nice to meet everybody.
So you're going to tell us your personal journey, a little bit about you, I was told.
Yes.
Okay.
So, people ask me all the time, how did I come to this position? Through a lot of support, actually. I was fortunate to be raised by a trade union activist who's sitting right beside me, Beverly Johnson, who instilled in me the importance of fighting against injustice. And when you are working on the front lines, as I was at the school board and in the community, you realize it is so important to have a collective there to protect you, to be there to defend you. And so for me, being involved in the union was never something that I thought strange. I thought it was just a natural thing. And so in 2002, when the national president of the Canadian Union of Public Employees, Judy Darcy, asked me if I was interested in running for executive vice president at the Canadian Labour Congress, I think she initially asked me if I was interested in running for a position at the Canadian Labour Congress, and I said yes. And then I think after that, she indicated which position it was. And at that point, it was the executive vice president. I would happen to be at a human rights conference with a number of people that mentored me, that femtored me. And so I pulled them all together. My mother was there. There were trade unionists from the UK. There were trade unionists from other parts of the country. We were at a QP, actually, human rights conference. And I pulled them together and did a quick caucus with
people that I trusted, and they all said, yeah, go for it. And so I did. But it wasn't an easy road. I was the first Black woman, first Black person in one of the top 4 labor positions in this country. And because I was young, I think it's because I was young, because I was a woman, and because I was Black, I had 3 strikes against me going in. And there were some that were not afraid to articulate how they felt. And still I persevered, but I persevered only because I had supports from my community, my JCA community, my Coalition of Black Trade Unionist community, and the community at large, the Akua Benjamins of the world, the Bromley Armstrongs of the world, the Charles Roach Dudley Laws. They were all there. Fred Upshaws were all there to be my supports. Carmen Henry, Joan Stevenson, Joan Grant Cummings, Eunice Graham, all of these people. And I know that there are a lot more, and you should never start to name names, but I think that those are people that need that recognition, because if it wasn't for them, I still wouldn't be here. And Sandra, you, Audrey, Camille, Adoma have all played a role in why I'm still here today. Because as I said, it's never easy being the first, and it's even harder when you're the only one. So I worked like hell to make sure that I didn't leave as the only one. And so today we have trade unionists that are in leadership positions that look like me. We have, just elected, and I heard when Audrey was asking the question. So the correct thing for me is I am the first racialized, first Black woman in a position at a national central labor body. So the body that is responsible for all of the unions, whereas Jan, and people got it right, Jan Simpson, CUPW, the Canadian Union of Postal Workers, is the first Black woman to lead a major union. And prior to that, the only other person was Fred Upshaw, who led the Ontario Public Service Employees Union for quite a number of years, who is now deceased. So I understood that I had some big shoes to fill, as I've talked about some of my mentors and femtors, but I also needed to make sure that I pulled other people in and that I did not leave the trade union movement a worse place than when I got it.
Thank you. We're so proud of you. I hope you know that even though sometimes you may not hear from us too often, we are watching and we are proud of you, and we're saying congrats in the background, because it is never easy being the first. And I like what you said about never, ever just being the first and not bringing others. You got to haul people with you.
Yes, and not just for me, Sandra, not just nationally, but I also do it internationally. I've been privileged, and it was a huge privilege and honor to be the chief spokesperson, the chief worker spokesperson in a new International Labor Organization convention against violence and harassment. And again, being, a young Black woman negotiating that, I know that there were a lot of other women who were not in unions, who were workers, but not in unions, who were really looking forward to the adoption of that convention. So I know that I was there working on their behalf as much as I was working on the unionized workers' behalf.
Thank you again for all your work, Marie. And as some of you may know, the International Women's Day Committee is honoring you on March the 7th, and we will be chatting again more fulsomely on that event for JCA Sunday, March the 7th. So next up, we have greetings from the Federal Black Caucus. Greg Fergus.
Hi, Greg Fergus, Member of Parliament for Hull Elmer and Chair of the Parliamentary Black Caucus. As a person of Jamaican descent, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the Jamaican Canadian Association and to extend greetings on this Black History Month. I know that this year you're going to be having your annual Boonoonoonos celebration, and I'm just so happy to be here with you virtually. This year, I understand that the celebration's theme, of course, is representation, identity, and diversity. And this falls in line with Jamaica's national motto, out of many, one people. that was really a tribute to the many different cultural minorities of Jamaica that make Jamaica such a great country. And I think out of that attitude is the same attitude that Jamaican Canadians have brought here to Canada and have made so many contributions. And tonight I understand, of course, that we are celebrating some key people who had made contributions to the Jamaican Canadian community. People like Dr. Upton Allen, the late Denise Jones, and Letna Allen Rowe. These people have made their contributions, have given of themselves to help us grow and become a strong and a stronger community. So I'm really pleased to join you on behalf of Black Caucus to extend our really heartfelt wishes to all of you and to enjoy the celebrations of part of Black History Month. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Greg. Up next is Audrey Campbell with our last trivia questions for the afternoon. Audrey?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, last two. First and foremost, just to let you know, we recognize that there were a couple people that came in with the same answer roughly around the same time. So we'll be reaching out to those folks, and because this is about encouraging people to embrace Black history and the knowledge of our history. So we'll be reaching out to folks to give them their prizes. If you want to reach out to us directly regarding your prizes, just email fundraising@jcaontario.org, and we can put that in the chat for you to see. All right, next question. I have one that might be a little tricky and one that is so easy. If you don't get it, you have to give up something. All right, the first question. The first Black female to be promoted to the rank of Deputy Police Chief in Canada. And I'm going to give you clues to help you with this one, right? She broke that glass ceiling, first Black woman in Canada. It's in the region of Peel. There's your hint. So that will give you an opportunity to get the answer in. I see on screen, Daisy's on fire this afternoon. I see Daisy Wright. Listen, you need to be teaching history, Daisy. So Daisy Wright, boy, you're cleaning up this afternoon. Daisy Wright answered correctly. It is Ingrid. It's really Ingrid Berkeley Brown. But that is correct. She is the first Black woman, Black female to achieve that rank. She was one breath away from Chief of Police in the region of Peel. All right, next question, Sandra. This next question is a giveaway. What is the motto of Jamaica? That is a giveaway. If you don't get this one, you know something wrong.
Come on, people.
It is a giveaway.
Wow.
I'm waiting for it to pop on screen. This is a giveaway. What is Jamaica's motto?
Oh, somebody got it.
Anita Allen Gordon got it out of many one. So Anita, you are the winner of a gift card from a different book list. Congratulations.
Is that your end now, Audrey?
That is my end. Thank you all.
Thank you for your work, for pulling it together. And thank all of you for joining in.
All right, Sandra, you're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to give you some information now before we go to Michelle Davis. So it is talking about the story of a simple blood test. And it's put out by Sick Kids. and you can contact Dr. Upton Allen about information on COVID-19. Okay, Michelle Davis is the chair of this event. She's the chair of fundraising for the JCA, and she will say thank you, and then we'll go to one of the people in our community who is an amazing artist herself, Michelle Davis.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you, everyone. Of course, I'm going to start by thanking you, Ms. Sandra Whiting, for agreeing to be our host today. It was a pleasure working with you, and as always, you did an incredible job managing the event, educating, and of course, entertaining us. Thank you to all our speakers today, Ms. Sharon Miller, Jamaica's High Commissioner to Canada, Judy Scrow, MP for Humber River Black Creek, Tom Rakusevec, the MPP for Humber River Black Creek, Deputy Mayor and Councillor Michael Thompson, and City Councillor Anthony Peruzza. Thank you to Natasha Henry, President of the Ontario Black History Society, for her greetings, and special gratitude to the NDP Black Caucus members and the Federal Black Caucus for their special messages. Thank you to the talented artists that share their creative energies with us today. That's Mel C., Jay Harmony, Marcia Brown, and Tony Anthony. We acknowledge the amazing leadership and contributions of today's awardees, Ms. Letna Allen Rowe, OD, Dr. Upton Allen, and we remember, of course, Mrs. Denise Jones. Much appreciation to our credible sponsor, the Carpenters Union Local 27, for their generosity, as well as the Jamaica Tourist Board for donating gift bags that we've given away as prizes today. Thank you to each of the committee members. Thank you for your contributions planning today's event. Your collective wisdom and abundant laughter helped us to have a very successful event and will allow us to carry this work forward, hopefully for another 21 years and beyond. So that's Alvin Knight, Audrey Campbell, Harold Mattox, Hyacinth Wilson, Sandra Young, Dr. Sylvanus Thompson, Adoma Patterson, and Michelle Dolly McKenzie. Thank you. And thank you to Charles Matthews Entertainment for the technical production. Without you, we would not have been able to have had a virtual Boonoonoonos Black History Month event today. So we appreciate you so much. And thank you to everyone who's made time to watch the event with us live today. We hope you learned something. We hope that your spirit was lifted. And until next year, when hopefully we can be together again in person, enjoy the rest of your Black History Month and stay well.
And now we're going to end with one of Canada's top known producers. She's Marcia Brown, founder of Marcia Brown Production, actress, writer, producer. Also her very well-known production, I Need to Know My Father, garnered much praise and support. She's an avid JCA member. Welcome, please, Marcia Brown, to take us out.
My lonely days are over. Life is like a song. Wow! Oh, yeah. At last. My heart wrap up in clover. The night I look at you, I found a dream. A dream that I can speak to. A dream that I could call my. Sure. Tired of this, yeah. Me tired of this. Tired of this. Not go say you know me one. Me not got nobody. Nobody at all. Every Valentine, me go through the same sitting. Every Valentine, just to make myself feel good, me dress up and me send myself flowers. Me send myself chocolate. Me send myself teddy bear. Because I just me one. And me say, me I pray to God. You know from when me I pray to you, God? You answer every other prayer for me. You provide for me. You protect me. You give me a good job. Me have a nice house, everything. And just one thing you don't answer. One prayer you don't answer for me. All me ask is just a little companion. No companion you don't provide me with, God. Why you do that to me? Me know say all right. Me know in my younger days, me did start off with a long old list. Say the man must have this and he must have that. But as the years go by, I mean, I see nothing for me. Me chop down the list, me chop down the list, and on go one dege sin thing left on the list. That him have to be a man. That's all me ask God. And you don't answer that prayer. Wait a second. Who this a call me? When I want to answer, she can bet say she come call me for show off for me say she and her man a go out. Hello, Poochie. What's child? Let me tell you first. Yes, my love. Yeah, man, the Valentine this. Me I go out tonight, my dear. Yeah, me over here get ready. You so meet him, man. You so meet him. But Poochie, God answer my prayer. You see how long me I pray to God? He finally answer my prayer. Yes, man. This one, yeah, that's why me I take time to know him, get to know him a little bit first before me introduce him to Uno. Yeah, man, me say Poochie, the man is as good as gold. He send me flowers, he send me teddy bear, he send me chocolate, and he say me must get dressed tonight because it poor we are go out. Then Poochie, you sound so happy for me now, man. Look up. What? What you saying to me? No, Poochie, stop. Stop the crying and tell me exactly where I'm going. Winston have woman? No, sir. After all, when you do for Winston, look what you do for Winston. You care Winston from Jamaica. You buy car for Winston. You take care of Winston. You fix all Winston mouth. Remember, sir, Winston ain't got in no teeth and you fix him up and everything. No, sir. How? Say what? The woman call you and say, she and Winston are got married? No, Poochie, no, that not right. No, hold on a second, hold on. No, me call, yeah man, me I go call you back. Me have to just get my thoughts together before me talk to you. All right, hold on. Me call you back, You see that? That's why me no want no man. Me no want no man. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for you don't answer that prayer. I'm glad you never answer that prayer for me. Because you know me, God. You know me. You know, see, my head can't take it. You know what is true, God. Sorry. I just go to my Bible, go read my Bible here. Because you know why you never answer that prayer. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Me no want them come near me out.
The part I love best, she said, after you fix Winston mouth, Marcia Brown, that was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We want to thank all of you for watching. We want to remind you about the JCA Saturday morning tutorials, the Caribbean Seniors Group, the International Women's Day event on Sunday, March the 7th. We want to remind you to become a member, because when you're a member, you're part of a huge community of committed people making a difference. We want to ask you to make a donation. Every mickle make a muckle, and so you give, so we can be even more Boonoonoonos. Thank you to all of you who were listening and being in the chat, and all of you who organized. And by the way, if you become a member, you can help organize things too. You can be part of things. Thank you so very much for being part of this. And we wanted to just pay a very small tribute as we leave to Toots Hibbert, Frederick Toots Hibbert. You know, Toots, he died recently. He was called the James Brown of reggae. Roy Gramps Morgan said that of Morgan Heritage, that Toots left everything on the stage, physically and spiritually. And he was the one who gave the name to reggae in 1968. Gospel, soul, R&B, country. That was Toots. I was proud to know him. And Jamaica was proud to have had this legend as part of its history going forward. See how it Talawa, Toots Hibbert. And we also say goodbye to Black Uhuru this year. So thank you again for listening and watching. Awesome. Have a Boonoonoonos day. Have a Boonoonoonos week. And be Boonoonoonos as you go forward. Love you all. Take care.